Welcome everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And so let's just go straight into this time where we can just expound our threefold flame, really with that visualization and calling to it and sending out love and gratitude to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling, golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our three finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts, expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization. We see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am. Welcome back, everybody. And now we're going to have beloved Heidi's going to read the opening invocation for us.
Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kutumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you, our beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloveds. Heidi, we've got a train going on outside, but I'm sure you can hear it well. All right, so this is the topics for this week. Beloved John read for us, as always, just pearls of wisdom from beloved Saint Germain. And sort of the theme was the importance of learning to accept the inner truth. And then I thought we listened to the Spiritual Caravan again. We haven't listened to it for a long time or watched it. And it's just profound. Out of all the dictations from the Bridge to Freedom, I remember Verna saying this he thought was the most profound. It's just so wonderful from beloved Elmoira. And then we've got beloved Terry, as always, reading from Mighty Arcturus now on the importance of rhythm and keep on keeping on. And then we've got from Elmoira in the Gems, we've got revealing some hard truths, which is always good. As we know, Elmoira is straight to the point. And then we've got beloved Lord Maitreya, love is still the way, a reminder of the power of our I am presence. And then beloved John will take us through the really important opportunity we have of going through the decrees, calling for the light.
From Ascended Master Instruction, Volume 4, St. Germain, Excerpts from Discourse 15. The Activity of the Ascended Host. 7 of the Ascended Host, acting from the violet temple of light, sent forth mighty rays, commanding obedience to the inner activity of divine forces acting everywhere on the physical plane. Here may I say that all acceptance of the mighty truth and its activity by the student or individual must always be voluntary. The more intense the joy reaching out for light and understanding, the more is it hastened into activity in the individual's life and world. The more one accepts the inner truth as a reality, the more that one can be used as a mighty messenger of the light. So much is to be given of this mighty inner truth that will strain the credulity of even the most sincere student, that nothing but the inner prompting of the individual's own God within will make it possible for him to accept. Nothing will be given except verifiable truth. Yet there will be many who, not yet having reached quite the point of assimilation, may think some things quite far-fetched, but that will be unfortunate for them. No longer, in the mighty radiation of this inner presence, is the growth of the individual to be considered, but the radiance will pour forth, clothing humanity in its close embrace. Those who have an awakened understanding to grasp the import of this mighty activity in their individual lives and in the world at large will find a speed of activity in their own consciousness that will at times quite amaze them. Thus, it behooves every sincere student to reach for the light with all the strength and sincerity at his or her command, so that they may share and utilize this great glory of God showered upon earth, clothing the children of God with such light as the earth has not known before. We have determined that this thought, feeling, and expression of depression shall fade away from the minds of mankind and be replaced by courage, strength, and confidence. The way to freedom. Again, let me say with great emphasis that the perfect and quickest way to freedom is the feeling of constantly moving in the radiance and intelligence of God, the mighty I Am Presence. Consciously fill yourself, your mind and body, so full of God that there isn't room for anything else. Guard yourself, and do not give quarter to any kind of feeling that is less than all of God. Those who may walk and talk with God. At various periods during the past centuries, especially the earlier centuries, it was an acknowledged fact that a few of humanity walked and talked with God. I assure you, for your encouragement, that there are 10 times the number of people today walking and talking with God, who, if they could cast off the outer effect of human fear and suggestion, might easily equal those of the past who walked and talked with God. Those of former times were absolutely fearless, even concerning their own lives and liberty. Consequently, they opened wide the door for that mighty flow of God's activity through them. Command as Christ. When you command from the Christ standpoint, only Christ-like results can follow. Of that you can be absolutely certain, because when you command as the Christ, you immediately cause the inner activity to take place. It shuts off the outer, using it only as a vehicle of conveyance. As you continue consciously to fill your thought, mind, and body full to overflowing with God, your own mighty I Am presence, you will find that you are utilizing an invincible armor that will build into a permanent guard of your thought and intellect. Until one has had the experience of seeing one appear from the invisible, there is always a startled feeling the first time it occurs.
There we have it. Thank you, beloved Saint Germain. All those wonderful things for us to think about and apply. And now we're going to listen to the spiritual caravan. These are profound words from our beloved Ascended Master Almoira, the spiritual caravan. Beloved friends of light and love, I am the gentleman who is responsible for taking your individual little boats out of the shallows into the deep blue sea. It is perhaps wise and expedient that I remain, for a time, behind the human veil, for it is a measure of protection to my life stream as well as to your own. I would endeavour, in speaking thus with you, informally, to give you an understanding of what is the design behind this endeavour, why it was brought forth, and to what purpose we wish to sustain it. With understanding comes illumination and willing obedience. The life stream who obeys without understanding is but the serf and the slave, and serves no good purpose to the masters in this work, which is to become worldwide in its action in the days and years ahead. We are engaged, the other Ascended Masters and myself, in the building of a bridge which will endure until every man and woman and child that belongs to this evolution has passed from the realm of imperfection and limitation over it into God's freedom. Into and under that bridge we are building a foundation made of strong and valiant, hand-picked, hand-chosen life streams who can bear the weight and strength of the energies of the masses when they begin to cross from the shadows into sunshine, from darkness into light, from limitation into freedom, from disease into health and perfection. Some of you have builded bridges through the ages. Some of you know how very important it is to have a strong foundation, lest the weight of the individuals who use it in the future might be more than it could carry. We are the engineers who are endeavouring to find out the strength of the various life streams whom we have called to the colours. Those who choose to remain with us shall have the great privilege and honour of becoming the living foundation of this bridge of living light. When first mankind came out of the heart of God, a bridge of light was sustained, made up of the wide sweep of each one's own silver cord, and every one was in full conscious communion with the God Self. Over that bridge walked the masters and the angels. Over that bridge walked the teachers, the gurus, the guides, and the guardians of the race. Mankind lived in exceeding peace, for they had the counsel of perfection upon which to build their individual endeavours. As the ages passed, that bridge, even like the beautiful marble bridge at Shambhala, disintegrated, as each individual life stream withdrew his attention and withdrew the separate span of his own life energy from the overall width and strength, until that bridge became thin as a spider's web, maintained and sustained by the very few saints and sages of every age, who, foregoing personal pleasure, chose through the attention to hold the connection with the God-beings, who, at the farther side of that bridge, vowed to sustain it so long as one remained upon this planet who would send up the span from Earth. Do you know that previous to the coming of Sanat Kumara, there were ages when only one life stream held that bridge? Only one life stream kept it from being severed eternally, and the entire evolution swept into the second death? When our great Lord Sanat Kumara came from Venus, his first activity was to magnetize, through his own heart's light, the sleeping souls of the guardians of the race, who had, unfortunately, joined the sleeping evolution for which they vowed to care. Through love he drew in their finer bodies while the physical garment slept, these souls who once had stood before the throne of the Eternal and gave the pledge or vow to life to see this evolution free. To these guardians he spoke, as only he can speak, until their hearts were filled with love for the mankind of earth, and they re-entered their bodies on waking with a deep, determined desire to stimulate the God fire within the mankind of earth, and send up those energies to recreate the bridge of light. Why do you think Shambhala has been called through the ages City of the Bridge? Ah, true, there was a lovely carved marble span across which your feet and mine walked in happy innocence, but the bridge that Sanat Kumara builds is made up of the energies of the aspirations and hopes, the prayers and dedications and devotions of incarnate souls. Again and again through the ages, the great have come, and through the stimulus of their presence have raised a small number into their ascension. Then, for a time, the bridge was strong, and over it passed the fortunate few, who availed themselves of the cosmic moment, before the religion was stripped of its spiritual significance, and became again a dogma of words. If it was not for those few within every age, not one would have achieved his own eternal victorious mastery and ascension. Now again we come, rallying to the banners of Saint Germain, to build a bridge over which every member of this race shall pass. Not only the billions who are presently enjoying themselves in the sleep of the senses incarnate, but also the billions who are awaiting the opportunity for re-embodiment. Some whose creation is so heavy that they would move the very earth from its axis, were they to be admitted until places were made for them by the removal of another presently incarnate soul. For 1 year we have coaxed and pleaded with and loved you, but now we move forward with those who choose to come. Have you ever joined a caravan to cross the trackless wastes of the deserts? Yes, some among you have. I joined one once, following a star, hoping to find a Christ, and I was rewarded. I remember well the preparations of the leader of that caravan, who agreed to accept, on certain terms, pilgrims from various parts of the world, who chose to band their strengths together, and then, after the goal was reached, to go their separate ways. I remember how fierce this leader was. I remember thinking at the time how heartless, for I had not in my conscious mind a memory of the desert, the wasteland, and conditions of nature against which the puny form of the physical body would be required to stand. He was a rough man, and an uncouth one, and he spoke in rough terms. He asked us, each one, if we carried with us a knife, and someone asked why, and he said, "It is better to die upon the knife than to die of thirst in the desert. If you should weaken, because we cannot stop, we must be on our way." Some among our number left the band. He examined well what we carried. He insisted that those who carried too many worldly goods unload their camels or their horses and place in their stead plain water. There was grumbling, because in the exchange of costly goods was money and interest and reward. Some there were who hid worldly goods in their skins in place of water, and they died upon the deserts. He asked us if we wore beneath the silken garments of the day protection against the heat of the desert sun, lest we be stricken as we moved relentlessly forward. Many other things were asked. He was relentless in that discipline. Those of us who abided with his counsel remained with that caravan to the end, and others' bones are bleaching yet beneath the desert sun. Now I seem to hear down through the ages the shout of the leader as he gave forth the signal to proceed. From group to group the call went forth. The sneering camels rose on their reluctant legs. The fiery horses champed at the bit. The lumbering elephants followed slowly, and the ho, ho, ho of the leader resounded through the heart and spirit. I stand in that place today, friends of my heart. We can tarry no longer in the personal self. We go forth to build a world in which perfection shall be the lot of every man. The spiritual sound of the fire of my heart inspires those of you who wish to ride with me in this service. To those who choose to remain, I say, you will cross on the bridge we build one day in safety, in a great deal more comfort, and in a great deal more peace. I cannot force you to be among those who are the builders of the bridge, whose very bodies are sacrificed to the task, whose consciousness is open to the almost superhuman release from our octave. There is blood and sweat and tears in the service of those who choose to respond to the hoe of the spiritual caravan. To those who choose to wait, there will be a beautiful white span made up of the electronic light of those life streams who have lived and died in service. It will be soft to your feet. It will be safe, and the raging torrent beneath will have no danger for you. Someone who has gone before will have stood to his neck in that water, and perhaps been wasted away in the raging flow of the tides. These latter are the men and women who are the builders of this age. Those of you who are ready have been given my individual and collective counsel and opportunity. Avail yourselves of it. If you choose, we march. Beloved ones, having delivered myself of my message, may I assure you I also have developed, which was an essential ingredient to my release, a sweeter side. I have spoken officially, and now I speak as a friend. I love you. I loved you enough to stand before the Mahachahan and implore him to give me the opportunity to contact a few of you and prove that there are incarnate life streams who can believe in intelligences who have no way and means of reaching the outer consciousness through the veil except through an instrument as he would allow. I pledged my life, a great store of my personal energies harnessed reluctantly, for I am a freeborn man, and I have written countless words harnessing the energies of my world to coax you to understand. Moira.
Well, I think we all stand at the door of that, aren't we, being tested to see what we're made of. And now we have the wonderful reading from beloved Mighty Arcturus.
In the early golden ages, beloved ones, when the archangels and the ascended masters just naturally walked and talked with unascended mankind, the magnificent perfection which was drawn forth by the power of invocation was brought about as a result of the understanding of the necessity for rhythm of invocation and application. This was necessary in order to have a constancy of outflow of the energy from above. This constancy of the release of perfection called forth from the Godhead made it possible for the atmosphere of earth to be kept completely free of disease, disintegration, and all manner of human shadow. In the world of form, mankind pays fairly regular attention to the rhythm of feeding the body, to the rhythm of doing that which affects the comfort of the outer self. But in the most important of all, his spiritual activities, rhythm is pretty thoroughly forgotten. The science of constancy of prayer and application is seldom seen. However, to draw forth a sustained visible flame into the physical appearance world from the inner realms would require a sanctified, consciously dedicated, and consecrated group of life streams who rhythmically, at a certain given hour, repeated day after day, would draw forth by decree and invocation that mighty concentrate from whence the flame would burst forth into visibility. It is the same with your individual application. If you were to observe a certain rhythm and make your application, your individual calls, at the same hour every day, you could draw a much greater concentrate of power and quicker accomplishment than you do when you make your application fit into the free hours which each day may choose to give you. It is the rhythm of the Mass of the Catholic Church and the rhythm of the various Christian religious services all through the centuries which has held the power of the Christian dispensation thus far. When you observe that same rhythm in your working hours, your time for sleep, your time for relaxation, holding to that symmetry which nature has given you, 8 hours for service, 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for relaxation, you will have greater harmony in your feelings, better health in your bodies, and you will be able to draw forth from within your own life much greater perfection than you can in spasmodic endeavors at either work or play. In the creation of this planet Earth, it was the joyous, willing desire of all of the Elohim to come together rhythmically at a given time for the time being, forgetting, mind you, all of the activities in which their consciousnesses were engaged in the creation of other planets in other systems or galaxies. They poured forth their life into the design given them by beloved Helios and Vesta until the planet was completed. It was that unbroken rhythm of application on their part which made the earth so perfect in its symmetry and design, so beautiful and shining in its essence, and so magnificent a place for mankind to be able to take embodiment. Keep on keeping on. You see nothing but your own giving up, abandoning your project before it is completed, can possibly prevent your eventual precipitation. When once the rhythm has been established, stay with your pattern until the energy required flows into it in rhythmic release.
Oh, that's so important to be reminded, isn't it, all the time? And so now we have the this decree that we can say together. Beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they can carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. And we thank you for the wonderful opportunity. As we're told by Archangel Michael, it's such an important call to make. And now, this is from Beloved Elmore from Ascended Master Love and Truth, Volume 4. And he says, Beloved ones, it is my pleasure, as always, to greet you for one purpose only, to free this planet from discord, distress, limitation, and inharmony of every kind, and to replace it by the full expression of the perfection which this earth knew when first she came forth from the heart of God. To this end, I have devoted some of my time and a great deal of my energy in the activity of persuading reluctant, unascended individuals who desire within their hearts to serve the light and walk upon the pathway of light into greater freedom. These blessed ones' vehicles, for one reason or another, have become bedded down with the human creation and accepted it as part of their own personal karma. For this reason, blessed souls, although they are so willing, sometimes their physical bodies, as well as their inner ones, become a little weary of well-doing, and these bodies are cast off. The etheric garment bathed in the magnificent violet fire. Then we have received these individuals again, again, and again in the halls of karma, where they are reassigned to a new opportunity to serve, and at the proper moment pass again through the gates of birth. However, that cycle has closed. We enter a new cycle now, wherein the seventh root race and all the magnificent spirits belonging to its mighty Manu, known to you as Sethru, shall quickly have expression upon this planet, wherein every laggard that is yet embodied on this earth shall at the close of this embodiment never take embodiment here again, wherein every individual life stream, particularly those who are dedicated by mouth but not by heart to the cause of light, who cannot accelerate the vibratory action of their inner and physical vehicles, at the close of this embodiment shall not enter upon this earth star. To this end, we have arranged a separate little star, shall we call it, where they can accelerate themselves and take as long as they desire. And we'll continue this next week. And this is the editor's note. I'm sure most people know that the laggards are those who lag behind the evolutions of their planets, and specifically the souls who came to Earth who had failed to fulfill their divine plan on schedule on their home star. But every time that we have a negative thought, feeling, word, or action, we also are laggards. So we all got to be, on the ball and watch carefully what we use our life energy for. And so this is from a kinder world, and truly may it be a kinder world.
Look for video shows police chasing the sheep.
They've caught some interesting things there. Bless all those beloved animals, truly. And now we've got this opportunity to say our decree for all the animals, insects, and reptiles. And so we say, beloved I presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. And now we're going to just read this before our song. This is from beloved Lord Maitreya, from Love is Still the Way. It's just a wonderful booklet, and it's on the website to read if you like. And he says, "Oh, beloved children, I stand with head bare, with heart reverent, adoring the active presence of Almighty God, enshrined in the tabernacle of your own precious hearts, that you might know and feel with me the power, the majesty, and the mastery that is within that presence, which is the physical beat of your human heart, that you might rest the outer consciousness in the Father and the awareness that ever presence, and know that within that heartbeat is the all power by which every suns are suspended in the universe. The stars follow their appointed courses. The masters, devas, angels, and cosmic lords weave the universal light substance into form, creating and sustaining galaxy after galaxy. That is the power of the ever-present Almighty God flame that is within the beat of the human heart of every embodied spirit upon this planet and every other group belonging to any system that swings in interstellar space. May I convey to you my assurance of the power that is within the presence of God. Will you stand in your outer consciousness with me and look upon that shrine, the Holy of Holies, the sacred tabernacle within which is anchored this mighty and infinite God presence, and feel with me the truth of the words of my Son in speaking of that power when he said, "For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever." Oh, surely precious, now you were speaking of beloved Jesus, as we know, beloved Lord Maitreya was his like guardian and his sponsor. So he says, "Oh, surely precious children of God, seeking the way home to mastery, seeking relief and release from pain, shadows and darkness, limitation and servitude of every kind and description. Surely you can accept that the presence of God, your mighty I am, is all-powerful and closer than hands and feet, nearer still than the very breath in your nostrils, for it is the life that beats your heart." And he just says it so perfectly, doesn't he? And so thank you, beloved Lord Maitreya. And now we've got this lovely song of gratitude, which we can sing. True, deep, deep gratitude. Thank you. And now we've got John. Thank you so much, beloved John. You'll take over. Thank you.
Greetings to all you beloved healers, and thank you, beloved Anthea, for bringing us these powerful teachings and lessons. How truly blessed and privileged are we to be given this knowledge. Beloved mighty Empress, we call to you to take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved Ascended Masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined the Zoom class. For all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine light. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, Mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely and illumine the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved and mighty Empress, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just do a visualization of our tube of light coming down from our mighty iron presence, covering our four lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. Just feel, see that brilliant blue and crystal light. That light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty High Presence, through you we call to our beloved Lady Kuan Yin to assist us and all mankind to feel your feelings of ascended master mercy, forgiveness, and compassion. And we bless and thank you. And every one of us just feels deeply in our hearts that great gratitude for this mighty gift of the law of forgiveness, that great spiritual eraser, which is truly such a blessing to all mankind. We ask deeply, sincerely, to be forgiven and to forgive any and all parts of life that we have not blessed through our thoughts and feeling. All misuse of life's pure energy for which our outer selves are responsible. Beloved mighty and presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to the great central sun to charge your mighty secret power into these decrees, and we call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor cosmic concentrations of violet fire in America, Africa, Europe, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now. We thank you. And we say our violet fire decree together. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, by the love and the power of our beloved mighty Empress, we call to you, beloved mighty victory. Come fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim and accept beloved mighty victory's victory now manifest in our world and experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3 times 3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us place a special focus on the beloved love star radiating with each of our auras, placed there by our blessed Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star, and ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our 4 lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you. And all those mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our blessed earth. For that light which we know can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings, we thank you. And we deeply thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked, and all those whom constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed Jesus. May each and every one of you be so richly and abundantly blessed by your beloved mighty I Am presence and holy Christ souls. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved John. It's just lovely. And now Jeanette is here with us, and she's going to read the closing invocation.
Beloved I Am presence and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you, beloved Jeanette. And just thank you all for coming. Let's just have a moment of silence, deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings, gratitude to the great ascended ones, our own beloved I Am presence, and for our beautiful, wonderful world. Thank you, everybody. I'm just going to stop the recording.